Hey folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Tron Legacy Deluxe Sam Flynn action figure by Spin Master. I believe this figure set is scheduled to release in October of 2010, but I was able to find this figure set and some other 7-inch figure sets on the last day of September at a Toys R Us, and the Toys R Us was selling these figures for $15 each. Now, I've been looking forward to getting the 7-inch line ever since I saw the Comic-Con footage on YouTube, and was very curious how the impulse projection technology would work, and how much of it is a gimmick and how much of it would actually impede the character or the figure, at least like articulation wise. And we have the figure here, and we'll find out as soon as we open it up. But taking a look at the figure here in the package, it's kind of neat. But one thing you notice right away is that the helmet here on this figure of Sam Flynn is not quite the same as what's pictured here or what's in the trailers. And I think that's due to the nature of the impulse projection technology, especially with Sam Flynn's chin here below the glass. I don't think you can achieve a very good look with a molded chin and having the projection technology mixed in. I don't think it would actually look or mix very well, but which is understandable. But anyways, taking a look at some of the accessories, it comes with an identity disc and a baton here. And taking a look at the back of the package here, we have a description here of Sam Flynn, and I believe this is the same description as what's on the 4-inch figure set. And it's curious to see that the figure here is not the same as what's packaged. I believe this is a prototype figure. You can tell right away he's got a molded chin. So I'm thinking this particular prototype does not have that projection technology on it. There's a content list of what's in the package. And down below we have other figures from the 7-inch line. At least I believe for Series 1. We have Sam Flynn, Clue, Rinsler, and Blackguard. I'm hoping that they will produce more figures, because I really like the figures that I've seen so far in the 7-inch series. It looks very, very nice. Let's go ahead and open this guy out of the package, and we'll be right back. Okay, we have the Sam Flynn figure out of the package, and the first thing we'll take a look at is the instruction guide. It's basically showing you how to replace the batteries, how to turn on and off the light up and projection features, and some of the phrases that go along with the figure. You can see the battery change there, the on off and try me switch, and the phrases which don't go with this particular figure. Even though the instructions state that it's for Deluxe Sam Flynn, the phrases on here are for Clue. So I don't know what went wrong there. And this whole guide is in multiple languages, so it's pretty interesting. And let's go ahead and take a look at the figure, because that's one thing I really want to go over. And let's go ahead and go over the projection feature, because it's actually pretty cool. As I said earlier, the helmet is not quite like what's in the pictures and in the trailers. The helmet here is a little longer than what's shown in the pictures. And as I said earlier, I think it's because of the projection features. And to activate it, you basically push this button on the side here. And it's set to Try Me feature now. There's 3 settings. You got a Try Me feature, a turned off feature and an on feature, and the only differences between the on feature and the try-me feature is that the try-me feature, the chest and the projection features go off at the same time, but in the on switched mode, the chest lights up first, and then you have to press the button again for the projection feature. So we'll keep it at the try-me feature to show you the projection real quick. And you just press the button, and I'll show you how that...
I'm not a program!
That's pretty cool. And he's got quite a few phrases, and I'd tell you what they all are, but the instruction guides are not accurate. So, but that was one. I'm not a program.
We gotta work together! It's the only way!
That's another one. And it's pretty loud. Although when it was in the package, you could barely hear it, but once out of the package, it's actually quite loud.
Where am I? Am I on the grid?
Let me try another one here.
Some things are worth the risk.
Okay.
This is it. Come on.
And I think that's all of them. Let me see if it recycles.
We gotta work together! It's the only way!
Yeah, that's I think all the phrases there. So that's actually pretty neat. I really like that. That's really cool. Well, I did notice on the chin here, it's painted black. It's well, it's not painted. It's actually molded black plastic. And I guess if you wanted to, you could paint that flesh colored if you wish. But going over the figure here, it's actually nice and detailed. I like it quite a bit. It's got lots of cool things going for it. Like here, you can see the mesh in the suit here. It's kind of neat. Going with the solid parts of the suit. It's very neat. And you saw the light up feature earlier. And this figure comes with two accessories. It comes with baton, as you can see right here. Which is the keys to his light cycle, I guess. And it just attaches via peg on there. And he also has his identity disc. I have it in his hand right now. And this is the only way I've figured out so far for him to hold on to the disc. You really can't have him hold it on the flat edge of the disc, mainly because the disc is just too thin, and the hands are pre-molded, and they're opened. So you really can't grip it from the sides like that. Oh, there you go. I thought I was proven wrong, but no, they'll just simply fall off. But the disc can also be mounted on the back of the figure here, and if you look at the disc, there's some details in the disc. It's pretty neat on there. And that's the other side there. And if you look at the disc, there's two notches right there. And those can just be attached to the back. You have to fit the notches on there, and you have to push fairly hard to get it in there, because it has like two type of clips on there, and you just push it in and it'll secure it into place, which is kind of neat, because the 4-inch figures had a pre-molded disc on there for the light up features, because there was a button on the back of the 4-inch figure. But for this figure, the button's on the side, and you can actually put the disc on the back, which is kind of neat. So, but it's actually a very nice figure. But the only thing I really don't like is because of the gimmick of this figure. I'm not a fan of gimmicks, especially at the expense of articulation. And articulation was sacrificed for this figure because of the gimmick, and that's at the head and at the torso. And the head does not move at all, not even slightly. It doesn't even swivel. It's actually fixed part of the body there, and that's because of that projection feature. I don't see any way they would be able to articulate the head without probably damaging the internals. So I guess that's sort of understandable because of this projection feature. And also, there's no torso or waist articulation on this figure because of the light up feature, which is pretty much the same as the 4-inch figures. So, but it would be nice if later on, if they ever plan to, is make figures without any light up features, maybe just like with the highlights here, what they've done here. And so they could add a torso or waist articulation, because that I think would be really, really cool. But speaking of the highlights here, it's kind of neat. This one's actually better painted than the 4-inch figures. And this particular figure, it's a highlight of white mixed with very slight blue. And it's actually, I don't think it's picking up in the video. It looks like it's just plain white in the video screen here. But it's got a nice slight, I don't know if it's a wash. It's really a mix of white and blue. It's actually kind of neat on there. I wish the video would pick it up more. Oh, and you can see on the gloves here some details of the flesh. The only part of this suit where you can actually see the figure's hand there, or just the figure's body. But everything else is covered in the suit. It's a very nice suit. I really like it on there. Going over the articulation of this figure, the head does not move, as I said earlier, but the arms go all the way around. They do go out and in, not very high on the outward swing of the arm. The biceps go all the way around. The elbows do bend on there, about that much, and it does rotate at the elbow, but usually will twist with the arm straight out. It's a lot harder to rotate the arms when it's bent. The hands are on a simple swivel joint at the wrist there. As I said, no articulation on torso or waist. The legs are on a ball hinge swivel type of joint. So you basically can go up, down, a little bit to the back, and if you move the ball around, it can go out to the side as well. And also rotate at the ball joint. What's cool about this knee joint is that at first glance it really looks like a simple swivel cut, but it actually is a hinge joint, and you can actually bend it, and once you bend the leg it reveals the hinge joint on there, so that's kind of neat. So the knees do bend on there, and they also rotate at the knees. And the feet bend up and down, and they go all the way around as well. So overall, this is a very nice figure. I really like this figure. It's very, very neat, especially with that projection technology on there. It's a nice gimmick. Although I don't like gimmicks, it's actually a nice gimmick. And the only miss is the lack of articulation at the head because of the gimmick. I recommend it, especially if you're a Tron fan such as myself. I would not pass this up. It's actually a very nice figure, design-wise. So, but this is my casual peek into the Tron Legacy Deluxe Sam Flynn figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.